Hi, Eloise here. I'm an intuitive healer based in the UK. Hello, this week I want to talk about the intuition in a little bit more depth because it's one of my favorite topics. So, I'm in the middle of recording Intuition Talks Mastery. If you've never taken Intuition Talks or Intuition Talks Mastery, obviously you can. Uh, I'll put some links below. But I'm really diving into the world of the intuition. And because I'm in the middle of recording a whole series of videos at the moment for the mastery course, I'm really in the space of analyzing and picking apart how the universe works. And we've been getting some great feedback on the course. So I thought I'd share a couple of points with you today about what's been coming up. So, our intuition is a very quirky thing. Our intuition is something that can guide us in life. It really can help and support us on a day-to-day basis to move forward to kind of being the best of us and really meeting our potential. But when we ignore it and we don't actually pay it attention, then, we're missing out on quite a bit. Now, our intuition can talk to us in many ways. Quite often we'll get flashes, kind of like visions, or we get little hunches, or we get little feelings. Maybe we shouldn't go and do that, or maybe we should, or and sometimes our intuition can be very clear. I've had times when my intuition's been like, go and post that letter now, or um, close your face-to-face clinics. And it doesn't always make any logical sense. It's like, why would I do that? That makes no sense from a financial perspective at this moment in time. Closing my clinics made no sense to me when I got told to do it many years ago. But it certainly did later on. So the universe takes care of us and our intuition can take care of us in beautiful ways, but we don't always pay attention. And if we negate the intuition and we're always kind of like almost sabotaging it, we're trying to sabotage ourselves and create something different. We can distract ourselves. We can justify that it's not the right thing. We can, just come up with reasons for why whatever our hunches are or our intuitive hits are not justified or they're not valid because quite often they come without any explanation. So our intuition really resides in the world of the subconscious. That's the layer of the mind, the last layer of the mind where it talks to us. And the subconscious normally talks to us in dreams. Now, do any of your dreams make any sense? No. So, quite often our intuition is giving us messages in that vein through the subconscious. And it's like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't come with the perfect script of, you're like, you must do this because this is going to happen and da 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 da. We don't get all that information. It's like when I got told to close my clinics, I didn't know why. It didn't give me a valid reason. I came up with some justification for why it might be a good thing. And then a couple of years later, I went, I don't really want to do that. I don't know why. I don't know why that was my justification. But I was trying to come up with some reason why my intuition would tell me to do that. Now, when lockdown happened in 2020, it was a couple of years after I had closed my clinics, and I understood why. But at the time, it didn't make any sense at all. But I followed it and I kept going. And it's been the best thing for me in the long run. And I would never have done that if I just carried on being a therapist, um, and doing what all my colleagues do. And that isn't really my energy anyway. It's like to trailblaze and do things differently. So it fitted to do something else. And yeah, but if I'd followed the normal model, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now and enjoying it. So, and having lots of lovely clients I get to connect with from around the world. And, not everyone can physically come and see me. So all that time and energy I was spent on trains, and if anyone's in the UK in the south of England, you know how great the trains are. I never knew if I was going to get home. It was so stressful. I'd have to get up at like the crack of dawn, and I might get home by midnight if I was lucky. Sometimes I didn't know if I was getting home. And, it was just so stressful. It's just like, it was just so much stress to come. And I just want to have an easy time with my clients because when I'm not stressful and there's ease, they're going to have a better session. So it really works for the best doing sessions at a distance because there's a lot less stress. But I would never have come to that if I hadn't followed the nudges. And this is what we need to learn to do. We need to pay attention to the nudges and pay attention to the messages or the visions or whatever. And knowing that they don't always come with the explanation, and that can often give us a reason and a justification for saying no to it or ignoring it and not paying it attention. And the more we kind of bat away our intuition and we negate it, the more it doesn't even bother talking to us anymore. And we really miss out on that those key messages that can make all the difference in our lives. And that can be in small ways, day to day, or in just the bigger picture, in bigger ways in our lives. So yeah, it's fun. You get an email from someone and you're busy and you're like, oh, I'll get back to that later. And you can miss out on, I don't know, your ideal man or something from from ignoring just a message. But if your intuition is like pinging you to reply to that email or to phone that friend or to do something or go and post the letter or whatever it is, follow it because you do not know where it's going to take you. Your intuition does, but if it told you everything that was going to happen as a result of it, you might be a little shocked or upset or like, we don't always think it's okay to know the future. So it's not always going to tell us everything. So where in your life are you ignoring your intuition? When have you kind of battered it away? We need to come from that space and energy of really honoring it and making the most of it and trusting it, because then it's going to trust us and it's going to start giving us more messages, more information, and more yummy stuff. So pay attention to where you're ignoring your hunches and your intuition, and spend some time every day asking your intuition to talk to you. Hey, intuition, is there anything I need to know today? Is a great question to start your day with. You can replace the word intuition with universe or whatever you like. Fairies, angels, whatever you want to kind of label things as. And just ask, what do I need to know today? What do I need to pay attention to today? What do I need to focus on today? And see if you get any nudges, hints, or feelings, because those are going to lead you to the nuggets of gold, which could completely change your life.